Hello guys. I just got back from getting my braces in. This is the result. I don't think I have that much of a lisp. It's kind of there, but it's not as much as like some people say it will be. But also now that I'm talking like that, yeah, it's kind of a lisp. But yeah, I've already been getting questions about it, so I just kind of want to talk about it just in case anyone else wants to talk about it. My front lip sits right above these, so it's kind of weird when I talk, but I'll get used to it. Okay, so let's talk about why I got my braces first. So obviously closing all my gaps. I really like this gap, but I don't care if it really goes or not. Plus, my gap gave me a lisp. I know I have a lisp right now with braces, but hopefully once my bite is corrected and my gaps are all closed, I won't have as much of a lisp. Obviously, I will need to work on placing my tongue in the back of my mouth to really stop it. But not having my teeth protruding so far forward will help a lot, because since my tongue has all the space to go forward, it naturally just goes forward. Other than that, correcting my bite because I have an overbite. And when I'm regularly biting, my bottom teeth will push up my top teeth. So years and years forward, after that happening for a while, it's gonna like fuck my shit up. Like my gums are gonna recede. If you don't know yet, overbites can cause a lot of health complications, and I was already experiencing some of them. Like I started getting gingivitis, and my tooth enamel, especially on my top teeth, was worn out because my bottom teeth were pushing them up, so it was trying to push them like more up and straighter, and my gums started to recede around that. And my overbite is also a cause for my like speech issues. So I need to stop that. And then pulling down this adult tooth over here. I had a baby tooth there before, but I got that removed when I got my wisdom teeth removed, which I'm gonna go into that. So before I got my braces done, I had to get out my wisdom teeth, which there were 4.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
Yeah.
And then I had to get this baby tooth pulled. That was pretty easy. Like, this side was painful for like 3 weeks, but this side was only painful for like 1. The baby tooth that was pulled, the adult tooth behind it started growing back like immediately. Like I was surprised because I was like, oh, okay. Because they were talking about how they might need to like surgically bring it down if it didn't come down on its own, but it immediately started coming down on its own. So fast forward, it took me like, I had my braces appointment scheduled like 2 months afterwards, after getting my wisdom teeth and stuff out. Today was the day. It was pretty easy getting them on. Like, I got Damon braces, and if you don't know what those are, I'll pop some information right here. Basically, it's just an easier self-litigating thing. Like, your teeth shift smoother, I think. I don't really know what they are, to be honest. But yeah, so I go in, they make me brush my teeth or whatever. We started with the bottom one first, and they just like dried my teeth, and then I don't really know what they did. I was just sitting there vibing, listening to Pierce the Veil, but they dried my teeth, and then they like put this bonding agent, whatever, the glue on, and then they had like they had the brackets in a retainer, and then they stuck the retainer on, and then they used that blue light adhesive thing to like stick them on, and most of them stuck on good, but a few like kept falling off because I kept salivating so much. Like, I usually have the driest mouth ever, like chronic dry mouth all the time, but as soon as they start working on my mouth in the dentist's office, I always start salivating like terribly. But yeah, they did it one side at a time. They did this half, and then they did this half, and then they did the upper half, and then the other upper half. Then they put the wire on, and the wire wasn't too bad. Like, it didn't hurt at all. Getting the braces on and getting the wire on did not hurt. But then, okay, and then after that was all done, I got home, and I was just chilling. I was literally just chilling. I hadn't even eaten yet, and a bracket just popped off, and like my heart dropped. I was like, oh no, how did I already fuck this up? After that bracket popped off, that's when everything started hurting. I was like, oh no. Now I can feel, since there's not tension there, there's tension on every other tooth. And I'm like, they were able to get me back in. I went back in. And basically what happened was the assistant was kind of too scared to use the heat from like the adhesive thing, blue light thing, on me. So she just didn't dry the glue enough. When I went back in, the like actual dentist started putting them on right. And then he like checked all the other ones and like 2 more popped off. And oh my god, the baby tooth, because it has to be brought forward like so much, that one was like so sore. So my sister got her braces too on the same day, and hers aren't painful at all, but I think mine are painful from all the fucking tightening and untightening and just everything. But it's not like pain, it's just annoying. But later tonight, I know it'll probably be more painful. Anyways, let me talk about payment, because a lot of people are curious about payment. So this is $7,200. I don't have insurance, so I put $1,200 down payment on that, and then I'll be paying monthly with interest. That kind of sucks, but it's worth it. It's very much worth it if I want to keep my gums from receding. I'll only need to have these on for about a year to a year and a half, hopefully. I don't know, some people go in and they're like, you gotta wait 8 years, but I'm pretty sure I'll only need it for a year to a year and a half. Also, I just want to say this dude, the TikTok dude, he's the one I went to get my braces done, but his assistant was doing them, which I don't mind because I didn't even go to him for him being him in the first place. I just showed up and he was there and bragged about his TikTok, so it was not his fault at all that the brackets fell off. It was just like the assistant was scared to use the heat on me. He's the first dentist, well, he's not really a dentist, he's like orthodontic or whatever, which is I guess a dentist. He's the one who corrected her mistake, and like he's the first orthodontic person I've ever like heard talk and been like, OMG, yeah, they definitely went to school for this. I don't know if you guys as dentists are like that, but anytime I go to the dentist, they don't really talk about dentistry stuff. They're just like, how is your life? What are you gonna do in the future? Are you going to college? He didn't do none of that shit, which I'm so glad, because that is just so annoying when they do that. Like, why are you asking me about my future? He was really easygoing and made like weird noises, and he was kind of quirky, but it's okay. Other than him being quirky, he's probably the first dentist type person I have ever actually liked, because again, why do you want to know my future? Anyways, yeah, that's it. I just want to say that. Anyways, let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.